Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a get to know me tag with some questions I found on Pinterest, so let's jump right in. So the first question is, what's your middle name? So my middle name is Anissa. I'm not quite sure where my parents came up with this, why they chose it for me, but apparently they thought it was an Anissa. And one cool thing is that my initials spell nap, so I always thought that was pretty cool. My favorite drink. So my favorite non-alcoholic drink is water, which is probably so boring, but I'm not a soda or juice drinker. If I do have something other than water, it would probably be like an iced tea or like a Teavana tea from Starbucks. Those are always so good. And then if I had to pick an alcoholic beverage, it would probably be a vodka soda, which is also kind of boring and basic. Um, but I don't know, I just like anything with vodka in it, really. It can be fruity if I want to change it up. My favorite song. So this is hard because I always feel like I have some songs stuck in my head, some random songs that could have nothing to do with how I'm feeling or whatever. I just have a loop of songs playing in my head, and they're always so random and kind of ratchet, but that's me. So I would say if I had to pick, I don't think I could pick a song. I would have to pick a category. So it would be throwbacks. I love like a throwback from like the early 2000s. So like Jesse McCartney, JoJo. Love them. My favorite food. This is also really hard. I would have to pick a category and it would be breakfast. I love everything from pancakes to omelets to avocado toast. Give me anything. Love breakfast food. Last thing I bought. So the last thing I bought was technically Chipotle for lunch. But if we're talking about like a merchandise purchase, I purchased a new notebook and some colorful pens for work from Amazon. So I know, I'm wild, but that was my last purchase. Favorite book. So I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm not much of a reader. I used to be back in the day, and I think that I'm at the stage of quarantine where I'm slowly getting back into it, so that's kind of good. But one book that I read back in the day, I would say probably in middle school, and I've picked up multiple times and even started reading it again the other day, is Someone Like You by Sarah Dessen. I don't know, I just feel like no matter how old I am, I can always kind of relate to that book, and I always just, intrigues me. So if you're definitely looking for an author, I suggest Sarah Dessen. She has some really good books. Um, Favorite color, blue. As you can see, I have blue walls. I am thinking of changing them to a more like gray blue color, so it's not as like harsh and bright. So stay tuned. Do I have any pets? No, I don't have any pets at the moment, but I'm working on getting a puppy. So fingers crossed I'll get one for my birthday that's coming up. Favorite perfume would be Viva La Juicy from Juicy Couture. I just think it's like a nice light scent, and a little goes a long way. It's not necessarily too florally or too musky, which I really like. Just a nice scent all around. I also like their iterations of it. So like Viva La Juicy La Fleur, that one's also really good. Um, Always a go-to. Favorite holiday, definitely Christmas. I think it's the one holiday where it's not just a day, it's like this whole season. I love the lights, I love the decorations, I love the tree, I love the gifts, I love the shopping. So it's definitely like a season long thing. It's like it's got its own vibe. It's great. So love Christmas. Am I married? No, I'm a single Pringle. Let's hope, I get married sometime soon. Have I been out of the country? I hate to say it, but I'm not much of a traveler. It's something that I want to get more into. But I did go to Guyana when I was like 5, and I have family in Canada, so I have been there multiple times. I was supposed to go to Mexico in the end of March, but coronavirus happened, so couldn't go. But hopefully that could be rescheduled soon. Do I know any other languages? Sadly, no. Of course, like a lot of others, I've taken Spanish, I've taken French, I took Latin for 4 years in high school. It's just not for me. I don't know. I just forgot everything except like the bare minimum, like hello, how are you? Maybe one day it'll be something I get back into and like learn a second language, but as of now, just English. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have a younger sister. She's 3 years younger than me. My favorite shop. I think I would have to say, like, for a good one-stop shop, Target. I could spend hours in Target. They have everything you'll ever need. They have groceries, they have health and beauty, they have clothing, they have shoes. And not for nothing, if you need an outfit and you can't get to the mall, head to Target. I'm sure they have something you can like throw on and it looks so good. So, can't live without Target. My favorite restaurant. Ugh, this is a hard one. I really love food. I think along with my favorite food, which is breakfast food, I would have to say my favorite restaurant is Carol Place in the city. It's a great brunch spot. It's got good food. It's got a good time. The vibe is great. They play good music. It's just a fun place. So that's my favorite restaurant. The last time I cried, was this week because of all the craziness going on in the world. It just makes me sad and it's terrible. My favorite podcast. So unfortunately, I haven't really dabbled in the world of podcasts until probably a month ago. So I don't really listen to many, but one that I've been listening to every single day since I would say 2 weeks ago has been Psychobabble by Tyler Oakley and his friend Corey. I think they're hilarious. It's a great thing to put on when you're working out because they're just chatting with each other and they're telling stories and then they're laughing and it's funny. So it's a great thing to listen to if you're like trying to make time go by quickly because it's just funny. Favorite movie. So I'm not a huge movie person, but 2 movies that I have watched multiple times and thoroughly enjoy would probably be No Strings Attached and The Proposal. Favorite TV show. So I am not an avid TV watcher. I mean, now that we're in quarantine, yes, I've been on Netflix probably more hours than I should have been. But I have different TV shows for different moods. So if I'm in the mood for something funny, I go to Netflix and a lot of their Netflix series are funny. Grace and Frankie, that's what I'm watching at the moment. Hilarious. If I want like drama or, a thriller, I'd put on American Horror Story. Those are always very interesting. Of course, I love like Game of Thrones. I've seen the series twice. So definitely I like variety. I also, as I said in my last video, I'm obsessed with Lifetime movies. So if I'm in the mood to like watch some murder, I'll put on some Lifetime. PC or Mac? PC for work, Mac for personal. Phone. What kind of phone do I have? I have the iPhone XS, I want to say. I do think it's time for an upgrade though, because it's like glitchy and stuff, but we'll see what I get next. How tall am I? I am 5'2" and a quarter. I unfortunately have been 5'2" and a quarter for most of my life, but I've accepted it. And the quarter does count, so. And then do I cook? So before quarantine, um, I just kind of meal prepped to like take some stuff to work, very basic. I like made breakfast stuff, like, you know, random things that you would make. But I feel like since I've been home and like eating in a lot more, I've been experimenting more, broadening my skills, especially because of Pinterest. Been looking up a lot of recipes there. Um, so yes, I'm getting more into cooking. So that's all of my questions. I hope you guys found this interesting. I do love a good tag video. So maybe I'll start doing these like once a month or like once every 6 weeks. So let me know if you guys liked it. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.